So starting the test drive in this XTS, so far driving pretty nicely. Everything seems to be working. Everything that's important other than what I showed you earlier with the hazards button not wanting to work, but that's just with that soft touch kind of whatever that is. It tends to go out after a while, but usually an easy fix. And with this kind of miles, and with it being 10 years old, a lot of the times suspension parts might need to be replaced to keep that ride where it should be, so might need struts or something like that. But right now it's driving pretty nicely, and the ride is very smooth, as these cars are known to be pretty good riders. We're gonna give it some throttle here. A little transmission shudder. But it was quick to recover. But driving here, probably need some sort of alignment, or maybe the tires aren't balanced, just a little bit of vibration being felt through the steering wheel, not necessarily in the car itself. And you're able to get about 30 miles per gallon in these. And as you can see, it's showing me almost 40, coasting just a little bit downhill here. But the interior is extremely, extremely quiet. I'm very impressed by that. Wind noise is minimal. The loudest thing is probably the tire noise, but again, that could be due to an alignment issue or something like that. But driving dynamics aren't bad. And the brake pedal's a little mushy here, so I don't know if it needs a flush or it might just need pads, because these don't usually drive like that. But just love how easy this is to drive. Again, rides very well, very smooth, even with 80,530 miles on it. But I'm gonna put it in manual mode and give it a little pull here with the paddle shifters. So pretty quick shifts. Didn't have any issue there. And there's something I like about this I forgot that was available. It's kind of like you can manually use your cruise there. You can go by 1 mile an hour, but if you push all the way up, it'll give you increments of 5. So I like that. But all in all, I mean, ride's still great. Obviously this one needs a few things done to it, as this hasn't even been through service yet, but even on fresh trade, still an impressive vehicle, especially for how much you can get these. They were about 50 to 60 grand. I think the Platinum might have been 65 grand, the V Sport, whatever they had at that time. But after about a couple of years, you can get them for about 50% off. And I don't even know how much this one's gonna be, but still just a bargain. The reason I think they got so cheap is because they're expensive to fix, specifically at the dealership. But if you can find a good mechanic or something like that, you might be in good shape here. And again, this has a little over 80,000 miles, and engine and transmission still in pretty good shape, other than that shudder I got earlier getting on the interstate. But who's to know what that could be, because there's just so much going on in these modern cars. You have computers, and this does this when this is applicable, and so on and so forth. So Wouldn't really bother me. I definitely get it checked out though. But again, just so quiet in here. The cabin is fantastic. The seats are great. The cooled seat seems to still be working fantastic just on the first level here. Keeping my back and my bottom in pretty comfortable position. But definitely a nice, cheap luxury car, specifically used. And this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2013 Cadillac XTS.